friend, this is Mr. Adam in the world of toys, and this is the review of Mythic Legends Cavern Dwarf figure, Legion Builder. But before to start with the review, I remember to you two things. First of all, on the channel you can find my interview with Horsemen Corbo, and also interview, and that interview it talks a lot about Mythic Legends. Plus, on this channel, for each figure of my collection, two video, an unboxing video and another video with the review. Plus, on the channel is coming a series of stop motion video with Mythic Legends and also a secret project. And if you want to understand what is this secret project, stay tuned and like and subscribe. There we go, it's time with the review. And before to take a closer look of this awesome piece of art figure, we take a look of the box. The box has the typical Mythic Legends logo. On one side we have the character with two versions, and the name of the character, Cavern Dwarf Legion Builder. On the back, the awesome artwork with the story of the mythos of the Mythic Legends, and you can find this one also on the Horsemen website. The logo of his faction, and his faction is Legion of our tier. However, speaking of faction, I make something different with these guys, with this figure, but we talk about that later in the faction time. Also, inside the package, an awesome art with dragons, demons, orc, everything. So cool, take a look at this fire. Piece of art. And now it's time to take a closer look over the details, my friends, of this awesome figure, the Cavern Dwarf. Take a look at the helmets. The helmets, not the arms, but the base of the helmets. Remember me, the Ogre Legion Builder. Maybe it's the same pieces, but to reuse the pieces, the Horsemen are genius because they make awesome choice. Take a look at the details of these pauldrons. Awesome. I like also the color of his armor, very cool. Take a look at the details on the back of this guy. Also the armor on the back, also underneath, take a look. I removed the accessories now because I need to take a look just the figure. And take a look at the details on this beard, on the helmets, also on the arms. Take a look, my friends. Details on the gloves. Also on the arms. So detailed these figures. Is the big goal of this figure are the details, in my opinion. The sculpt is perfect, is amazing. Underneath right here, take a look right here, my friends. Many details on this guy. And this is just a basic guy, a Legion Builder, but it's so detailed. And now we take a closer look over the articulation. The head moves easily up and down, and also left and right a little bit because I put pauldrons, the four pauldrons limited a little bit the movement of the head. However, you can see the figures without the pauldrons in my unboxing videos when I choose the version of the figure to display. Movement for the shoulder work very well. We have rotation for the gloves. Movement for the elbow. The other arm, movement for the shoulder. Elbow, rotation for the gloves. Movement for the hand also, and move also like that the hand. Remember to use the air dryer before to move the figure. The movement right here for the hips. We have a rotation for the legs. Articulation for the knee. Good idea, ball joints for the ankle is awesome, awesome idea. Also rotation for these other legs, the movement, the articulation for the knees, and rotation and movement for the other ankle. The articulation of this figure is very good, and once again I like that for Horsemen with the articulation save the sculpt, because it's most important, because sometimes in general some toy line many articulation but less details and less sculpt. And for Horsemen are a group of artists and created this awesome figure that they respect very well the sculpt of the figures. It comes with many accessories, including this shield. Take a look. It's a basic version of the King Brandon shields. I love it, however. Very cool. It comes in our collection also with this war hammer. I like it also. Very good, my friends, no questions about it. So detailed. Take a look also right here. The warhammer of the Cavern Dwarf Legion Builder. Plus, yes, these straps or belts to store other weapons, but it's difficult put in this figure, these straps right here, because only like that, but he has also the beard. I decided to don't put this one. It comes also with this little axe. Take a look once again the details of this axe. Take a look at the wood, and also with this other axe. I decided to display the figure with the shield, but you can also hold two weapons at the same time if you want. I prefer with the shield. Yes, also two adapters for the wings, but for a character like that the wings are not a good choice in my opinion. And also these two holds some weapon. And last but not least, the changeable head. The helmet. I prefer with the beard, but I can show you the guy with this helmet in a few moments. This is the Cavern Dwarf with the helmet, but also we can put, if you want, the horns with these helmets. I think if you want to display this head, it's better without the horns, because it's the version of the horns is better with this big helmet, and this one is better without, in my opinion. I prefer this head because I want to see the beard. It's typical, is a part of the dwarf gimmick, the beard. However, it's also cool, so this figure like that. There are many options as usual to display this figure for every figure of Mythic Legions, but I decided to put this with this shield because to me, sacrifice this awesome shield because not every figure has a shield. Is not a good idea. I prefer display with the shields. Therefore, this is my version. And now, with Cavern Dwarf, it's faction time! Faction Time is a new content they created especially for the review of the Mythic Legions, because it's related about two projects that I have with Mythic Legion, a series of stop motion with many story and also a secret project. So I decided to have just two factions in my Mythic Legions project. The good faction called the White faction with the King Brandon as a king, and the bad faction called the Black faction. And decided to put the Cavern Dwarf in the good faction, the white faction, because he's a dwarf and his king is King Brandon. And also you can see about that also something in the storytime later, because the storytime is many episodes in the review with a little story with my figures and with the rules of this figure in the two faction. What do you think about that? This is the white faction update until now, my friends, but more is coming for this project, my friends. The faction of the good boys now in my project with two factions. Stay tuned to understand what happened. And this is the black faction, my friends, until now, but more is coming also for the bad guys. Stay tuned for this project. And now, with the Cavern Dwarf, it's comparison time. The Cavern Dwarf with his horn is almost not 7 inches tall, but 6.5 with the horns. Almost 6.5. But if you don't consider the horns, the 8 is about 5.5 inches tall. And now comparison with other figure guys. Comparison between the Cavern Dwarf and Archimedes. Remember, Archimedes is about 10 inches and a half tall. Different size is huge between these two guys, no questions about it. But it's cool because one is a dwarf, the other is a cyclops. Very cool. Comparison with the Cavern Dwarf and the Goblin. The Goblin is a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter. The Goblin is about 4 inches and a half tall. Therefore, is a little bit smaller the Goblin than the Cavern Dwarf, my friends. Comparison between Torgon Ratfin and Cavern Dwarf. Torgon looks like a little bit taller once again, because Torgon is almost 6 inches because of his mohawk. However, it's a nice comparison between these two guys, my friends, and he's a little bit shorter, the Cavern Dwarf. And now comparison with King Brandon, and they have almost the same size, my friends. And comparison with the size with the Steel Knights is a little bit shorter. The Steel Knight, speaking of the 8, is about a 7 inches tall, and the Cavern Dwarf we told before was a 5.5 inches tall, therefore is the shorter, but it's a little bit larger in my opinion, guys. And now, with the Cavern Dwarf, it's story time! The Black Faction with Archimedes and Doom gets once again the castle. They are ready to destroy everybody, and Archimedes is very proud for his capture.
Yes, finally have a castle. I'm very happy.
Yes, we are very lucky.
Lucky? What do you mean, not lucky? Happy because I'm the powerful.
Yes, but what that? What is this guy?
Surrender, Archimedes. You're in trouble. No, no one can stop me.
I don't think so. You're just a two.
No, another dwarf.
Yes, I am ready to regain my castle. Come on, knights. Yes, my king.
Yes, my king. Oh no, you are 5 against 2.
We are in trouble. I live.
Stupid goblin. You won the battle, but not the war.
Thanks for watching, my friends, and don't forget on this channel for each figure you can see right now, unboxing and review, and coming soon stop motion project video, and also a secret project, a Mythic Legion project is growing up every day on this channel. Therefore, like the video, share this video on social media with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.